Hi everybody, welcome back to the thegurizone. My name is Guri and today's video is inspired by the Tik's video on unraveling Rory Gilmore's locks. I will be referencing that and everything down below. Hair can tell us a lot about a person's character. Dr. Susan Cross Whitbourne wrote in an article for Psychology Today that because hair is so visible, it becomes a part of a person's identity. It helps define the persona you aim to create to impress others, whether as an intellectual, a sexual being, a rebel, or some combination of the above. Hair can also influence the way you define yourself to yourself as an extension of your identity. This is how I'm going to concentrate the video on how the hair is an external representation of the character's mindset, and it will also be referencing the environment or situation where the hairstyle is being used or changes. We're going to start with Elsa, and I will have a part 2 for Anna. Let's start with Frozen 1. In Frozen 1, we first see Elsa. She has a low braid and an icy blue headband. Geometry of the braid might be like foreshadowing into upcoming events, but it also signifies the geometry of a childhood, how everything changes as you grow up, and the icy blue represents her powers, how comfortable she is with her powers when she's first starting out in the movie. She uses them freely to have fun with her sister, and she uses them freely in front of her family members. After she strikes Anna in the head, the headband changes from icy blue to black. Black usually in our present day signifies funerals, which means loss, which is a loss of innocence. She now realizes her powers can do some serious damage. In addition to that, the Organization of Color Psychology states that black means mystery and protection. The mystery being in the questioning of herself. Is she safe to be around? Are her powers safe? Are people safe around her? She is questioning herself and questioning her good nature. Now the protection aspect comes in by representing as a headband. Our heads are the homes to our brains, one of the most important aspects of humans. It is the holder of the decision making, our consciousness, our cognitive process. It is also home to the capability to rationalize and to think, in addition to the head being the home of all cerebral structures that make those processes happen. This means that she is conscious, to some extent of what she is capable of, but she is not fully aware of her powers as a whole, And this also shows that her train of thought was to blame herself, as to take responsibility for Anna being hurt. Instead of seeing it as a learning step, no, she places this blame on herself, and that she has to protect others from herself. Placing the protection on her head, they made her think of all the people she might hurt, and that she has to take it upon herself to stop herself. As we flash forward to her coronation, she has an updo. This signifies her hair being up signifies that she is a private person and she is used to being secluded, just like her hair is secluded from movement or outside interaction. Having the front twist that leads to the bun shows that she is uncomfortable with herself and being in public. She's an overthinker. The closeness of her hair signifies how she is trying to control the situation at all times, even though she is not capable of controlling her powers at this moment. Represents her insecurities, shyness, and lack of self-confidence when it comes to her powers and her ability to control them. Now, when it comes to her last hairstyle in the first Frozen movie, the loose braid, this takes us back to her childhood, to when she was careless, she was free, and she didn't feel so much pressure. If we pair this loose braid with the fact that her side braid comes out as she sings the iconic song Let It Go, a song of freedom and just being yourself, it represents a major change of character from being a scared, conservative girl to an open, confident woman. Letting her hair down represents that she is open to the world and is no longer confined to the walls of her room. Not only that, but her braid is over one shoulder. This could mean like a devil and angel over shoulder type of situation. To signify her drastic change, she went from one side to another side in moments. Now we move to Frozen 2. Elsa starts with the same braid. However, this braid, unlike in the first movie where it signified freedom, this braid here signifies confusion. Braids have geometry to them, which means that there are complex structures. This translates to her scattered thoughts and feelings when dealing with her mystery voice. She wants to go, but at the same time wants to stay in Arendelle. The braid is an internal battle. Just like in Game of Thrones, braids were signified by the Dothraki, that every time they won a war, they get a new braid because wars are complex, just like her thoughts are complex in this movie. Then we have her in a low ponytail. The fact that her brain is being undone means that there's a finding. You know, she's finding resolution. The puzzle that was once her thoughts and her state of mind is being put together. I have to bring up that her side braid becomes undone while she's trying to find Otto. She faces enormous waves, which could be her problems. Remember, she wants Otto for answers. So the waves could be the representation of her battles, the internal and external ones she has to face. Not only this, but when her braid is being mainly undone, it is in an altercation with the horse. Now horses are a force to be reckoned with. They're very hard to domesticate. So the fact that while her braid is being undone, she is domesticating this powerful animal means that she's finding control not only in herself but in her thoughts. Finally, her long free hair symbolizes a total resolution. Remember, she just found answers. She found the truth about herself and about her family. And even though the truth is hard to hear, the truth will set you free, and it set her free. You know, from being this shy, scared girl, she has complete control of her powers now. She always knew that she was different. And here, her hair being undone means that she embraces this difference that she has and actually steps back from the role that she thought she was meant to do, which was the role of Arendelle. She steps back and gives it to Anna. I hope you guys liked this video. Comment down below if you agree or do not agree. What other things or Easter eggs did you notice? Tell them down below, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you on the part 2. Bye!